Welcome back. I think this is the 15th chapter in our continuation. We're entering Calradia. It's a foggy morning. Coffee hasn't been drunken yet in the tavern. People are tired, staring off to work. Although we are hoping you're having a nice weekend, guys. Oh, good morning, good morning. Here we are in the land of Sionica, the Western Empire. The Sellswords of Calradia are currently sitting at 6,000 influence. With 4 days to go until their clan bonus runs out, we are expecting to pay 4,500 to purchase the next clan bonus for 30 days. That will leave us 1,500 left in the pool, of which we will invest 500 to increase the clan tier from 7 to 8 finally. This will give us one more speed bonus, 0.2, and another 10 items in our private warehouse sizes for all characters in the clan. We're still at 16 members. I actually saw this guy Isidro play a bit yesterday, but he's a very low skill level, leadership 32, so he's a new guy. And he's not also very communicative. At least he said hello. That's the only member I've seen online for quite a while.
Whoa!
Here we are in Sionica. We're gonna do our usual stuff. You know the drill if you follow this series. Our best friend is the guard commander in every town. He provides us money because he likes the troops we provide him. You know, it would be kind of cool if they were to add these troops to the actual garrison of the town, but there are no garrison in the single player. We made 25,000 gold during the night from the traders. Guess we have kind of a mixed bag of items. It's loot or trash. It's of no concern. So let's visit the tavern. We were going after Emaris, but guess not. Oh, maybe I should get a cup of coffee. I'm tired. No. We're not doing bandit hideout quests. We're checking the quest board, the daily quest board. Every day you get 5 quests. You can complete 3 of those. Well, that's a lot of 30, which is the maximum, except for the 145 influence quest, and those are the ones we're looking for. And we like the easy ones. We can pop in and give the equipment quest to the artisan and get our first 45 quest for the day. It gets harder as the day goes on because some of the slots will have been completed, and there will be fewer. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. My cats have a habit of wanting attention, making me wake up and go up and pet them and feed them a bit earlier than I'd like. Okay, I brought everything. 45 influence. Perfect. Might as well see if he likes to purchase a couple of other things here from me. Okay, guess we're a bit lucky. I'm really sorry. Gosh darn it, what's this? So, well, only 3 quests? Well, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 600, 700, 500. Yeah, that's average. I said 1,200 is the best. No more? That's weird. Why did he only allow 4 quests? Oh, obviously because I failed a few of them. 1 or 2. Right. My bad. Okay, another bug. For some reason, now I can't sell items. These items can't be sold, and I have to exit and enter the artisan again. I have no idea why this glitch or bug appears. Now I don't have any wounded troops, so there's no set changes through troops healing, making my account or stats difference. So, I don't know. Guess it's just there. It's not the end of the world, bit annoying. If you do this artisan selling a lot, it's more annoying, but since I don't tend to sell, I fill up my inventory and so, okay. And just gonna check before we leave. We're not quite full with troops stored up, but we have more ranged troops. So I should actually take this down, put it on a little note that this guy is in need of melee troops, infantry and men lavitons. So Imperial trained infantrymen more than he is ranged. He needs melee. So today when we walk around and find looters to attack, I'll try to level up and get experience on you know what, should I should pop a couple of infantrymen in there because I only have 16 of those, 6 of them. Nope, I only have 4, so I'll keep those so I can sell them if I get a lucky contract with a. And I don't want to put in more archers. I'll try to sell off archers. Alright, off we go. If you just click on Poros, unfortunately the route is going to be slow through the forest. So you want to click somewhere around Onika Castle here. Although it is funny, if you for example click Onika Village, the route will be going south of Onika Castle. I don't understand that pathfinding. That's a very minor concern, obviously. We have a young trader here. Arthur III is probably doing the Zeonica and Poros route, which is a quite easy one. Although he has only 6 troops in his little army, which means he could be attacked by armies of around 10 to 20 here in the Poros Onika gap. Yeah, look, we got 11 forest bandits looking to. I guess if you don't play this game and you're planning and you will have a new character, you might get fooled by all my characters have large armies and they never stand the risk of getting attacked. If you have under 11 troops, this force band will pursue you and try to attack you. You will be faster than them, so you can outrun them. If they catch you, you can pay a ransom, which consists of 50 denars gold per troop, so it would only cost you 550 gold. Look at the pathfinder here. What the hell is he doing? He's going into the. I tried to get into Poros. The entrance is here, so you better click outside here. Otherwise, we'll take this strange mountain forest road. It takes forever. So there you go. Make sure you're careful. Keep your eye on the map when you have a small army. Makes you go faster though. The smaller your army, the faster your map speed. So why am I dragging around this humongous army? Yeah, that is a good relevant question. I could just throw away 5 recruits. I guess I figured that the more troops I have in my army, the more experience I'm gonna get. But that doesn't hold up that argument. I will be killing the same amount, just it's a bit riskier. And there will be the same amount of XP from the same amount of killing divided among fewer soldiers in my army, and I will move faster on the map. So I'm probably just being greedy and slow by having many troops, trying to show off or something. I don't have an answer for that question for myself. Not a good answer. I have an answer, but not a good one. Wow, Bandit Oppressor. That's not a quest we can do solo. And, well, you know what? Poros it would be an okay town to have a thief quest from. In case we have to return, this is not, you know, an area where I never ever go. So Bandit Oppressor, I guess Lycaron is going to have another Bandit Oppressor 45 quest, but what the hell are we to do? We need to... I just realized that from Poros, it is very far to the next town. Lycaron over here, and Vostrom all the way over here. There's just a gap here where there are no towns. These are all seems closer together here, the Western Empire towns. Whereas Poros is isolated here near to Seonica, but it's a bit far to the next ones. What we're trying to do is find looter armies that are 20 or 40. I wish there were 60s that you could grab, because each 20 enemies that you eliminate gives you 1 point of influence. We have 89 now. Arthur is here with 10 soldiers, 10 infantry. Obviously this is it's not a primary character. It's his third character, Arthur. Well, that's my best guess. So I'd prefer if this 17 had been a 20, because then at least it would have given us 1 point of influence. I'm not that into chasing down small armies like this just to fight them. On the other hand, these other stacks could join up with him, enter the battle as second waves, and the total of eliminated enemies will surpass 20, and we'll get at least 1 point of influence. And I checked Bannerlord's Discord earlier today, and nothing, no updates, but there was a server restart very early this morning, as far as I could tell. Probably they entered next month's Patreon items code into the game. That could have been the update, because it is the 27th today, and each month, the 1st, and they're very on time with this, they release a new set of armor on Patreon, so you can pay real world money to them, and you receive a couple of items that are, you can never lose them because they have a unique symbol on them, so they're not droppable. You can throw them away, can't sell them, can't lose them in combat. They cost $5, $20, and $45 something. There's 3 levels, and mostly it's an armor set, like 5 armor categories. And sometimes there's a horse. One time there was a katana, 200 sword, which is very nice. Last month there was a shield. Not a very good shield, tier 3 out of 6, so sure you couldn't lose it, but you could buy a stupid amount of shields for the amount of money that shield will sell, and it wasn't really a very good shield, but I don't know. What else? I haven't seen, since I started to play, there hasn't been a horse armor, so I don't know. I think one horse armor Patreon version is a monarch version, older than since I started playing, and then there's 3 or 4, but it's been quite a while since we had a horse armor. Well, more than half a year that I played. I think the mod's been out for a year. I played for about half a year, and there's been no horse armors during that time. There's been 2 horses, 2 out of 6, and those horses have been better horses than the previous horses, so there was a stat inflation, and for a while that happens with armors as well. Certain armor items would be better than last or the previous patron items, but they stopped with that. So now next month I expect items to be the same quality, stat wise, same efficiency. For example, this armor, the quilted armor of the order, that's a patron armor, and you can see this unique symbol on it. That means it will never be lost in combat, which is probably why I'm wearing it. It has decent stats: 50 body armor, 15 leg and arm. It doesn't have any head armor, so really if I it's not a problem. It's not a pay to win game. It really isn't, because there are a lot of armor that is better in the game. It's just that you can lose it if you lose a PvE or PvP fight. So it's more of a convenient thing. And if you PvP a lot, sure, then it's great to have patron items on your character. Now, as I said, there are no thrown weapons, there are no bows, there are no arrows, there are no crossbows. Well, rather than saying all the weapons, there are no patron version of. Let me tell you which one there are. There are 2 two-handed swords. Whereof one is monarch, which is different. There are 2 shields, whereof one is monarch. There's 1 one-handed sword. 2 actually, but 1 is super rare because it's sold or something. Yada yada. There are very few weapons. And with the ones there are, some are good, but most are very average. Yep, my guess was right. Another Bandit Oppressor 45 quest. But I guess it's time to visit the guard commander after all this talking and all this traveling through the lands of Calradia. Hello viewer, welcome back. Are you the same as always pops in here and lurks? Glad to have you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the stream. I hope you get happy when we are able to sell troops. Need some money. Have a cup of coffee with me. Do that. Yeah, so it's been a long while. I supported the mod a bit with some real world money because I thought they were worth it. The mod, you don't have to do it every month, in my opinion, because I can definitely afford to buy the Patreon items off the market now. But if they were to introduce some super great feature like economics or sieges to castles, and I was really happy about it, and I thought the game was very fun, you know, I'd be happy to throw them a couple of bucks again, just because I'd like them to keep on continuing this this mod. I like this revenue model, where average people start their own project. I'm not even sure they have a company. Maybe they're just doing this in their spare time, getting paid through Patreon. So only voluntary donations. That's their only income for this. Is that Hercules? No, Dalcool. And they do a mod, a pretty fantastic mod of a very good base game. It's pretty amazing times we're living in, if you ask me. And since they're based in, not to be political here, Ukraine or Russia or Eastern, okay, let's call it Eastern Europe, there might be certain difficulties accessing PayPal, which is how you connect to Patreon, support your own, any project you want, site, give money to anyone, become a Patreon. And considering the inflation, etc., on the world market, etc., I'd be pretty happy to be paid in euros euros or dollars or whatever, Western currencies, for online work I'm doing, working out of basically any, let's call it any nation. Let's not be politically mentioned parts of the world. And they have a couple of hundred supporters each bunch, so they get a bunch of money. They oh, excuse me, I think that's the allergies. Now, it's impossible to calculate exactly how much money they will get every month, because you can only see, oh, that parry had a couple of, what's it called, flares. You know, there are different levels, so you don't know how many are using the maximum, the most expensive and the cheapest level of patron. You can make a little average, estimated guess. Oops! Look at this! That's a big bunch of peasants. Get very close to hit with the two-handed category of weapons. It's a good thing they ignore me. My archers start. This is a big bunch. This is gonna be losses unless. Okay, I need to thin this out. Can't mess around with two-handed. I really need to do something. Go for me instead of charging my. I'm trying to. Oh, okay. See, I'm trying to delay the rush of the main group of rulers here, so that my archers get time to eliminate as soon as possible before they reach that little infantry line of mine. And I'm trying not to die doing it. Okay, that was a decent kite. Look at that kill pile there. Oh my god, that's a massacre. Oh, booty. Howdy. Alright. Well, we lost 3 troops, but 2 of them were recruits, right? That was a fairly decent battle. I must have killed like 3 full stacks, losing only just a few troops. It's pretty good. While talking and being distracted by lack of coffee and caffeine. Alright, so we got only one recruit died. And we get to upgrade 5 archers and 5 infantrymen. That's quite a lot of tier 2 troops to upgrade. And we're now up to 25 trained archers that we could sell off to the guard commander. That's a bunch. So we need to lower the prices, accept lower rewards, right? Get a bit of profit going. Maybe we should grab this 28 stack of forest bandits just for variation, because it gives an influence point, and because we have so many ranged troops now. We're up to 79 archers in total. So they are just going to obliterate this archer stack, I hope. They are supposed to give a little bit better money for each. Okay, so we'll put the infantry ahead, and now we have to give them more shield wall. Yeah! There we go. I can't find the commands. So they put up their shields, meaning that they always fire at the closest target, I suppose, the ranged. So now they're firing on that shield wall, and most, if not all, arrows will hit the shields. Or me. Oh my god, I almost died. Oh, was I that injured before? Okay, this is not good at all. I need to stop. I need a shield to die. Don't shoot me in the face. Okay, lots of green, no red, right? Okay, I kind of noticed on this character, which has no throwing skills, how slow he is grabbing and getting a new projectile out. Because my other characters have a bit of... it's actually that speed grabbing a new... that speed of getting that missile out actually helps, because I had a very slow... Ooh. No losses. 1 improvement. Excellent. So maybe that's what we should do, focus on finding forest bandits here with this guy. Since he has such a huge bunch of ranged on him. 18% health. I'm in bad shape. No more fighting for a while. Okay, so over on the Discord, Bannerlord Online has an official Discord, I guess run by the developers. And that's where most of the communication and discussions and global trade, there's a trade channel, ideas and wishes channel, the general chat, which is of course filled with ridiculous nonsense and flaming and toxicity and salt and immature comments that makes your head spin, a bunch of memes. Anyhow, you get a lot of discussions, information, and whatever developer feedback you get, you better get it there. There's a forum as well on their homepage. That's not very helpful. Not very much happens over there. You can report players, you can ask for an unban. What else? Questions and help. Oh, you can advertise your clan. You have replays where you post a number to a combat and people can enter that code of that combat into the game and they can rewatch it afterwards, which is kind of a cool feature. What else? Oh, they have voice channels and text channels where you can communicate as well. Well, that's pretty normal. So anyway, it's an alive and active Discord, and the name is Bannerlord Online. So just go into Discord and search for it if you're interested in finding people and information. And I also try to update my personal Discord channel for Bannerlord Online with useful information. Try to be a little bit more selective and not post everything there. But okay, let's see if I can I fix a link? You know, I am an idiot. I should obviously post this link on Twitch and YouTube, where I post my videos, so that people, if they need information and help to learn and understand the mod, they can just go there and check these selective sources of information. Knowledge bank, yeah, that's what it is. That's what I'm trying to create. Troop training, perfect, we can do that. 45. Yeah, we're gonna do that anyways. Okay, so note to myself, do post. Yeah, I need to go back and update all the old Twitch and YouTube movies clips with that information. Fighters. Now we're looking for 2 Imperial crossbow, 8,500. That's a good deal. We'll do that. But it's too much money to sacrifice for influence. Did what you asked me to do, except gold. So we'll take gold this time. Now he's gonna give us 2 more quests. Veteran infantryman, 3 of them. Those are valuable. That's not a lot of money. I want influence, but I'm not gonna give him 3 infantrymen, so I'll refuse that one. And this is the last one. 2 crossbowmen, 8,700. That's another decent offer. Almost more than almost 4,500 each. It's pretty good. It's pretty good price for. We get 2 good sales, but we need to accept gold. That means we have no more offers, so we need to wait 10 minutes. And instead of hanging around here, I'm gonna wait and heal and offline and just start on character 2. Obviously I'm gonna forget that my first character was doing troop training in this town, but it doesn't matter. I get updated instantly when I log back in on him. I know I'm not done for the day. As you can see here, this guy has earned a little bit of money and managed to sell a couple of Mabon's diaries, the green books, for bandit hideout quests last night. I guess finally got the price right. Someone thought they were priced at the right level compared to the other sellers on the market. So I made a bit of money, but that took a while. What do we have here? We had the artisan quest with the equipment items. This time we not. No, we get head hunting instead. 45. Well, if we're lucky, we get a good head hunting bandit leader quest. So over here is the new crafting station with this blacksmith, and every character gets 1 free upgrade at level 12. And you can either sell it or you can stuff it onto an item and you get a little yellow triangle and you get about 10% improved stats on that item. So I have 1 upgraded tempered, that's the name, Jared. It's a little bit better. They sold for 200, now 350k. No one knows how much they're gonna be worth once the economic update drops. I have no idea. No one knows. Right, fighter, veteran archers, bad price. We're not gonna go with that. Train infantryman, bad price. Oh, that's a decent price. Let's see. I think I'll bring out 2 archers from my settlement. And it turns out we have a shitload of men aviliatons to sell, but we don't have a lot of the other categories. Only 9 archers left. So, you know, I would be wishing. Maybe I should even bring a few of these guys along to sell on the route. I don't know. You tell me, chat, what do you think? And not a lot of troops to upgrade either, so this guy has a lot of fighting to do today just to level up recruits and make them sellable. That was the last one, right? Yeah. Okay, now the quest. Bandit leader, Emaris, 13,000. Yeah, sure, that's too difficult for my crappy army. I'm gonna refuse that. We have 4 more. Emaris, 18,000. I wish that would be very nice to do and gain the 18,000 money. That's not what we're here for. 3 more. Yep, Destor, bandit leader Destor. I would only get 5,000, but instead I'm gonna get the 45 influence. Is this a lot of money for a quest? Yeah, it is, but you know, I like, you know me, I like my influence. Any money? 13,000. That's not too shabby. And while we're out there hunting for Destor, the 50-man bandit leader of Sionica, might as well hop into a bandit hideout. if we can't find him, because he can be all the way over here in the forested dark valley to the east, or it could be all the way over here at Alsassos, the forest wood village, you know. And I'm not gonna go run around look for him. Oh, here he is. Look, all that scouting comes in handy now with the view distance. I spotted him immediately. Let's try to intercede with him around here. Let's cut him off. Plot a course for ahead of him. Set up an ambush. His speed is 2.0, so I'm moving faster than him. Catch him! Grab him! By the balls. By the horse. By the neck. Alright, infantry a tiny bit to the left in front, and this huge mass of ranged archers to the right. We are going to give the archers an order to scatter. I don't notice that man, but this should put them with a further distance apart. So they're a little bit harder to hit, because this group has efficient ranged troops, like high level archers. And a couple of crossbowmen, which are... I think they do. Is that all? Oh yeah, they have crossbowmen hiding in the bushes. Bushes are loud. Good start. Eliminated a few of their most dangerous... Ouch! Oh, that wasn't too bad. An arrow to the left shoulder. You can see the arrow jutting out of my arm there. It's just a flesh wound, obviously. I wish they had body parts damage, so that's in this game. And maybe even infections and lower the... Like, I couldn't use my left arm very well now because I have an arrow in it. That would be excellent. Chrome, detail, realism, that's what I like. Ouch! This is going well, right? One red. I think that was the first. Ouch! Stupid archer. He didn't die? Come on. Okay, I noticed this character. Yeah, he gets his spears out, throwing javelins a bit up. 5,000, a little bit faster. So his rate of fire is better than on my previous character, because his thrown skill is higher, I suppose. Or maybe these weapons are better, faster. Okay, we got a couple of shield, a fine steel spatha, tier 4 sword. This is actually a pretty nice sword. It would be a nice sword to give to a beginner. You know what? I have gambeson, shield, sword. Do I have a helmet? I do have a helmet. It's actually a 43 armor helmet. I have a cape. Do I have any metal armor? You know, I have kind of a starter set for a beginning player. Yeah, I have 2 shields and... Okay. Let's grab this loot. I am over encumbered. I want to throw away some torn robes, some wrapped shoes. There we go. And I need to visit a... Oh. I can sell off. So, let's put in the global channel. Giving away a free set of starter gear to new player in Seronica. So, I'm not doing this out of the goodness of my heart, really. I'm doing this to give good PR for this character's name on the server, and potentially if we find a very intriguing, polite, mature young man or woman for that matter that plays the game, and you know, maybe they want to hook up with the clan, so it's a way of an indirect way of recruiting for the clan. And if they don't want to join the clan, they have a nice set of armor. I'm down a couple of thousand from giving away gear. You know, I feel that's a win-win for everyone. Right, let's turn in that quest.
Yeah!
The headhunting quest. About the job, hunt for leader, do what you asked, thank you. So a bit complicated, but we got our 45 influence quest in the first city in Sionica. Right, now I am almost overloaded, so I need to sell off a couple of items. Here's the thing though, that I seem to be dragging around. What the hell have I been doing with this guy? I could shove a couple of those books into... I could deposit some stuff into my... Oh, right, look at this. I have 11 Mabon's notes. Here's 7 more. So I need to be selling these. A couple of weapons. I don't need to drag all these items down to the clan hall. Actually, you know what? Should I leave these items up here so that I can give them to a promising recruit of that I find? What else? These shields are decent. I don't have any good shoes to give away, nor gloves. So I have 2 capes, 2 shields, 2 swords. So I have 2 kits, 2 helmets. So I need to find... should I give them throwing weapons? I can't be arsed to do that. It's just too hard to think of. Okay. Oh, I don't have any body armor, but it hasn't dropped. It's quite rare that anything better than the rugged Gambison drops. And I'm certainly not gonna give him an excellent armor. It's worth a lot. We're not being that generous today. Okay. Did anyone answer on my hookup post? Nope. I guess at this time of day, it's early morning on a weekend. Not that many people will be playing. So, sell stuff, right? What the hell else what I was doing? Oh, look at this. Now, my memory. Who's this? Akhenaton. That's a cool color scheme on the quilted armor of the order. As you can see, this armor takes on the color of the clan banner. And apparently this clan has red and yellow. But that pops nicely on that armor, doesn't it? And with that helmet, that medieval, realistic look, I like that. That's a nice look. I like that helmet. I think that's my favorite helmet. And I think this is my favorite armor for looks. It's historical. It's very 10th century, maybe 11th century. Chainmail on the legs, on the arms, with a cloth suit on top of it to identify you to other combatants. Right. Before we upgrade any troops, I need to check my storage and see what troops we need for this character. And I'm gonna write that down because I can't. I mix up my different characters. Ah, come on. Stuck. And all right, so I'm not gonna do the quests because I would have to make sure I don't select the influence reward, and my mind can't deal with that before coffee. Or maybe not even after. Okay, we didn't get, oh, we got rid of half our wait. Let's sell a couple more items here. Reinforced suede shoulder guards, they are useless. They're so bad. And now we got the bug. I have to re-enter the artisan. I guess he's been doing a couple of bandit leaders, because then you get this random weird assortment of different loot items that you don't get from looters. Right. I get rid of the hammers too. Okay, so all these things are potentially of certain value, sellable. We're at 76 weight, so that's decent. And we have 54 fighters in storage. Yeah, I did check this earlier, didn't I? Don't get old. Your memory gets really bad. I can't keep 2 facts straight in my head to myself for 5 minutes. Not Mendelavion. So I basically need both ranged and melee fighters, but I don't need the Manabliatons. Okay, so that means if I have a... I have more archers, so I guess I get some infantry. Five and 8 that I could upgrade. I think that will be plenty enough. I'm not gonna store any of those upgradable troops for now. I'm just gonna keep it like it is.
Whoa!
And Sionica is a town which is decent when it comes to picking up recruits. Bearded men in an alley, that's what I do, that's what I pick up. That's the kind of games I like to play. Hello, bearded man, wanna come with me? Alright, we're done. Army's filled. Let's hit the road. Or hit the beach route. Oh, this must be the guy with the armor. Akhenaton. He's Comte de Rouen. So French clan. Egyptian name. Cool colors, cool armor. Yellow and red. Is that something we would want to sport in the future? Yellow and red? No. That goes very well with a medieval feudal banner. That might even have been the historical banner of the Count of Rouen, which is a French fief village town. I think it's pretty close to Normandy, isn't it? Is it in Normandy, Rouen? You could Google it. We have internet. Rouen. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Yeah, it's fairly close to the... So, we're in Poros. In Poros, we have no 45 influence quest. Screw you, Poros. Bad town. I figure we only have one quest. Or has it been 10 minutes since we asked him the last time? Let's just burn some rubber, burn some horse feet, hoofs. Let's not waste daytime. So some dude wants to buy a Middle Eastern carpet online, but he wants to pay it with cash through FedEx Express. That is so weird. So like the FedEx Express guy's gonna come to your home with an envelope with cash. That is super rare, super weird. Sounds like a scam to me. Some sort. Like who would dress up as a fake FedEx guy and pull out an envelope full of fake money? I don't know. Yeah. Don't fall for it. Don't do it. Weird. Another tavern, another chance of influence for the Sellswords. Nope, same again. Yeah, that makes sense because it is the same culture as the previous town. But I do believe Mr. Guard Commander might have a job for us here. Let's talk to him. Hello. Nope. Yeah, let's go with that. It's a bit more than 4k each. On the other hand, I only have 5 trained. If I do this and I get a super good offer, I won't be able to accept it. And I will get very disappointed. This is a really bad, only 2k. So the difference is huge, from 2 to 5k. This is like super cheap offer. I'm offended, don't even ask me. Wouldn't it be nice if you could set the parameters, like I'm not gonna sell below this, so... Feels a bit repetitive and boring to just go around to guard commanders and asking them for the best price. I like the money though. So we're sneaking along the mountain ridge here of Lycaron. Or do you think it's Lysaron? Okay, I think I'm gonna try to intercept this 22 stack of force bandits. You can run, but you can't hide because you have a red outline. I can see you. It's another point of influence. It should be an easy victory for my boys. Get an early morning morale boost. Oh yeah, there is morale in the game, party morale. It's just not implemented in the mod. It is in the regular base game. And I think if you have too low morale, if you keep losing battles, your own troops can run away, and the enemy as well. That's not how it works here. They just charge you mindlessly until they die. Not extremely challenging. Left side infantry, center, behind, ranged. No shield. So this might not be the best guy to fight force bandits because they're all archers. Gonna stay behind the crest here. Try to sneak up on them. Sneaky, using the terrain. Yeah. And now charge. Choppy. Charge. No, I missed. Ouch. That hurts. Okay. Well, I drawn some fire. Gonna hide behind a mountain again. Or it's not a mountain. I do a quick charge. 8. Oh. Let's get 2 arrows in my back. If you keep riding at high speed, they shouldn't be able to hit you because they can't leave ahead of you well enough. Point of riding, skill point. So we got 1600 money from killing 20 or so force bandits. That is more than you get from looters. Cash. But look at the loot. It's crappy loot. And honestly, loss. Oh, I forgot to do the shield wall on the infantry. That's why I got so many losses or wounded. The difference feels rather minuscule. I don't feel that the difference in income is that great. I think maybe if you consistently manage to kill some stacks of 60 forest bandits, yeah, that's gonna give you more money than killing 40 stacks of looters. But it takes a certain specification of army to do that I don't have. Look, you lose more health, meaning you cannot enter into combat quite as often. Well, you could bring a shield, obviously. Yeah, I'm not that impressed. Excuse me. The village of Popsia. Don't think I've ever been there. Wonder what kind of music they listen to there. Obviously medieval harps and lyres, pipes and flutes. Courtesans and jugglers. Court jesters and bear tamers. Yeah, it would be cool if they could have like a traveling circus or gypsies or whatever. They could sell you items. They need to introduce a little bit of randomness, random encounters, random NPVs. Doesn't have to be good stuff, but it's kind of stale and dead. It's the same every day. For now. One of these days I will pick my favorite mod for the regular standalone single player game and make a stream, a campaign, and try to do some light role playing, whatever. But yeah, I don't think they're not quite done with the base game, and all the mods seems to be under development, and I'm not there yet that I'm ready to do that. Okay. Bit unlucky today. This is a new culture. This is the Northern Empire, Saniopa. So there's no reason we could not have gotten a new 45 influence quest there. Just means we're gonna have to pop up to Epicrotea, and I'm at 37% health. Yeah, 49. Okay, good. So if we find a looter stack, let's attack it. Krios is a wood cutting village, and the price here is the lowest price under the top is 68. Wait, I'm sorry, I need to check out who has placed a 150 unit price when they could have gotten it for 69. Am I missing something? Like, are they so desperate to get wood that they are willing to pay almost 3 times as much as the other base price? But this would be a good... I mean, obviously no one's gonna chop wood here. Go to village. And because the price is bad. Not 150, but 68. The second price is really, really, really bad. But it's good if you're a buyer. I want to talk about the price of your village. What is the status of my order? Out of 1,000, we actually have 157 ready. So I could pull 157 wood out. I will not. You cannot say what price you have paid. You have to remember it, which I obviously don't. But I can tell you that 68 feels much more like a price that I would be willing to pay for wood instead of 150. So I'm just gonna keep that order. It was an order for 1,000. I haven't been able to buy wood for a long time, and I messed up those orders. Yeah, I lost wood deliveries. Okay, let's grab some looters. It was really weird. I made a package, I took it out, I was heading down to Koyas to deliver it. I logged on to another character. When I logged back on, it was the same game day. It said like, no, you failed to deliver it. So I guess you only have two game days or something to deliver it. And that might be like a game day is a real world hour. So yeah, okay, so that feels a bit too short, to be honest. You really have to deliver within a very short time frame, or you'll lose the package. So how much wood do I have I gathered up at Koyas? I don't know. A couple of thousand. Some is in the clan hall. Some is stored at the merchant, and I delivered them, but I haven't taken the packages out. Some. Yeah. We got 3 looter armies. It's dusk, so it's hard to see. Not that hard. Is this 1 or 2 stacks? Ouch. It's 2 stacks, I'm fairly sure. It looks like a rather big group. Oh, yeah, it's really big. So I'm just gonna distract these guys with my rock protected body. missed? How could I miss? There's like 50 of those guys. And these guys are stupid. I would not do this. I wouldn't chase an armed man with throwing spears. Okay, we're out of spears. And how's it going at my army? It's looking good, right? All done? Yeah. Alright, come here. Get some. And I might be imagining, but this guy's two-handed skill is lower. And I think he swings a little bit slower. Less responsive. So the main thing with higher weapon skills is probably speed rather than damage. Yay, okay. Another wave. Yeah, we still have some health left. Probably want to die immediately to looter rocks. Although they do hurt. Ouch, 15, and I didn't get my spear off. Ouch, I'm dying. Okay, so I need to be super careful because I'm almost out of health. Just fight here near my own troops. Oh, and I'm down. That accuracy of those rocks, I must have been hit by 5, 6, 7 rocks. Well, we got time to heal on the road. I don't feel bad about that. Another skill point in two-handed combat. 37, that's not very impressive. Gotta start somewhere. Right, 1% health. Not very, but we didn't lose any troops. So let's upgrade a couple of guys. And we need both ranged and infantry, but we don't have a lot of infantry, so I'm just gonna make infantry out of those guys. Exciting! I became unconscious on the battlefield, but luckily my army saved the day. And I'll get a bit of a medicine skill. Because, oh, it's lower because I'm, okay, right, the hero's injured gives -12 on base healing rate of 60. So my current hero's healing rate is 48. And I believe that's because I'm below 20%, which makes my percentage health indicator go red. As you see down here, next to the heart and the 11%. So that is how that works. As long as you're below 20%, you're so gosh darn it injured that you heal slower. I'm quite sure I see the logic behind that feature, but hey, whatever. Yeah, I would like to pick up that looter, but I'm not gonna do it at 11%. I feel bad. There's, you know, I could just sit behind my army and not use my hero, or I could attack and die over and over and let my army finish up, and it probably wouldn't matter that much. But I'd feel like a fool not being up at the front helping. Epicrotea. the Northern Empire city where Sturgeon culture is so strong that the rumor is they actually have Sturgeon quests in their tavern. That's what I think. No, nothing here. This is our last chance to sell Imperial troops for a while, so let's do that. Okay, 6,000 is very bad. So bad, so bad. How's our inventory? Half full. Yeah, we don't have to sell quite yet. The light and heavy load is not implemented any longer. So it used to be that, let's say you had, was it 50% of your inventory full, maybe 75% of your inventory filled, you would have light load and you get a speed malus decrease. And then when you're at heavy load, which was maybe 80-90%, I can't remember, doesn't matter, you had an even larger speed. So there would be an incremental speed decrease depending on how much goods you would stack into your inventory. I like that, it was realistic, but I think people in general felt that the map speed was so slow that they didn't want even further speed reduction doing transportation, FedExy, moving on the map gameplay. So although I like detail and realism and rewarding planning and not carrying too much stuff, yeah, I did agree with removing that because it gives you more persistent map speed, which is not a bad thing because obviously you're spending a lot of time on the road in this game. Maybe a bit too much. The other suggestion regarding this has been give us lanterns that you carry during the night so you don't have the night speed bonus or malus. It's minus 0.57. Is that like a 25% speed? Yeah, I think it is. At night. Okay, at least we should be happy that we don't have to set up camp and don't move at night. Because that would be ultra realistic. You can't keep moving an army 24 hours a day. That's not realistic. You need to move 8 hours, set up camp, feed your horses, rest the men, raise the tents, cook your food. Yeah, I want realism. Nah, that wouldn't work. This is so slow, 0.9. Snow, night, forest. Can it be any slower? What else? No, I think this is about as slow as it could ever go. I hate the north, I hate the snow, I hate the forest. This is like as exciting as watching paint dry. Move! Omar, you Sturgeon capital town, you. Give me a good quest. Here comes Julia. I'll say hello to her. Not in global, but in local. Ah, can't spell. Hello. Tavern. Nope, nothing. Maybe I should start doing 30 influence quests, because this is getting to me. Now we have to walk at night, in snow, in forest, all the way over to Seanon. Because I sure as hell not gonna go to Varcheg. Can you cross over here? I guess you can. But I don't want to visit all these northern Sturgeon cities looking for influence quests. Who's this? Naima Fowl. You know, let's have a break. Let's just leave the stream on. Let's leave the camera. You go, drink some water, stretch, whatever. Tell your mom you love her. Do something useful. Nothing should happen. I shouldn't be attacked by any clans or any NPC enemies. So I will see you in about 5 minutes. Okay. What did we miss? Nothing much, right? Okay, so back in the day, a long time ago, there used to be a game called Mountain Blade Warlords. Was that it? The first in the series. And they used to have a mod, and it used to be called Strategos, CRPG, something like that. And what they have done, they'd made their own. They weren't using this campaign map, but it was a multiplayer mod as well. They had constructed kind of a Java basic version of this map, where they plotted your character's movement on this very basic map. We couldn't. I mean, you could visit towns, but it was like a text-based mud kind of old school kind of game, if you know what I mean by that. But you could trade, you could buy stuff, armor, you could recruit troops, etc. But there was no graphic interface, there was just text interface menus, alright? So that was one part of the game called Strategos, where you basically everyone, there were castles, but then they had connected that map to sieges. So you could enter these castles and have combats with, I think, 50 versus 50 players. And no one ever complained about latency back then. Oh, let's grab a couple of these. I'll continue the story after this combat. Can talk and fight at the same time.
Yeah!
4 groups of looters, but they were all small, tiny, puny. I'm back to health. I've been nursed by my horse riding it. Now that's not a good way. If you have severe rock throwing wounds in your face, you don't want to ride a horse all day. That's not how you heal rock wounds, if you ask me. But I'm no doctor. I'm no medieval magic using shamanistic healer. What the hell do I know? It's a big bunch of peasants. But no, a bit of red there. Are we done yet? Are we done yet? Are we done yet? There we lost. Oh, we actually lost a permanent troop. 2 wounded. And it was a trained infantryman that we lost. Stupid. Okay, it happens. Alright, so back in Strategos, and you had clans, and the clans would own the castles. Would you fight for villages? I can't remember, but I know you had sieges, so you would move an army, a player army, into an enemy castle, and then the game would set up a time, so like, let's say 6 o'clock Friday, and everyone would sign up to these battles, and there would be up to 50 players on each side. You would enter the town map just like so, like this. They would use these town maps. So, and the attacking team would spawn like outside the town back there, and the defenders would spawn inside, and they would defend the castle, and there would be no AI soldiers. It would only be, well, depending on how many signed up for the battle, but they used to be quite popular because you get a shitload of experience for playing them. Not so much money. Right, and what kind of equipment would you use? Not the equipment you owned and you were using, no. You would use the equipment the player that attacked the castle would have brought with him. So if you had 50 crossbows, you could spawn 50 times as a crossbowman. Or 50 guys could. And once their crossbows ran out, there were no more crossbowmen. So the better the armor, the better the items, the more obviously you just brought tickets of soldiers. There were no skill level because you would spawn as a soldier in the army of the player that attacked and help him attack a castle. I'm not sure I'm explaining this very well, but it was great fun. It could take hours, and you fight for the first gate, and then the second gate, and the third gate, and you would run out of heavy armor, then you would run out of medium armor, and at the end you would just fight down to less. Certain combats were epic. Great mod. I think it's still being played. I have not checked it out for a very long time. I used to play that a lot, and I used to enjoy it. So I was hoping for something like that for this mod. If that's how it's gonna turn out, I don't think so. But I hope it's gonna turn out fun in another way. Troop training, we can do that. We would have to get rid of a few of our recruits. Yada yada, we have to pop back into town. But we get a 45 quest that we can do. That's good news. So this mod is better in certain ways, but it's worse off in other ways than that old one. Okay. We wanna do we wanna do 4 battalion woodrunners? I think we will. Woodrunners are the basic level. That means we need to have 4 spots. No problem. Let's just dismiss a couple of recruits. Let's find woodrunners. These look like recruits. Recruit. Volunteer. Sorry, that's what they're called. Volunteers. Okay. Volunteers. Did I miss some? Is that a merchant? That's the decorator. Alright, seneschal. Okay. Volunteers. I'm sure there are certain specific spawn points that spawns troops that are not volunteers. I don't know which ones those would be, so I'm just gonna randomly run around having a great old time trying to find woodrunners, if there are any. Hello. I remember the last time I was doing this, there was quite a lot of woodrunners. Okay, so today we have only volunteers. Nothing else. That's yeah. I think this means that we just have to log this character out and wait for these troops to change into something else. Because by gosh darn it, I don't think I could find. Oh, this is really cool. You can see the gate down there. You could actually stand up here with a bow and arrow and fire at people trying to get through that gate. That's very cool. Right, so I guess we'll be back to the first character again. Wasn't he doing troop recruitment as well? Because there were no woodrunners in the town and I couldn't recruit them and I couldn't finish the quest and I can't move on and I'm basically stuck with a randomness, which is not good. So let's remind ourselves. Yep, troop training 45 influence. It's just that we need to be lucky with the quests. Again, would it be the end of the world if you could actually select, I just want to do this quest for this amount of influence. This can take 10 minutes or can take 5 hours and you might not even pull it off because of randomness. Train infantryman, nope. Or you can be a bit less stingy with, I mean I could give him 5 Imperial trained infantrymen, sure, I could. But I don't want to. Again, 5. That's not good. Okay, so this character, we'll leave him offline for 10 minutes, come back, rinse, repeat, grind, and we'll start our third character, Fingo the Fair. He should be starting in Seonica, so back to square one. Tavern. Troop training, 45. Alright, I hope we can do that. Let's get lucky.
Yeah!
5 Imperial Infantry. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna give him. It's a bit expensive, but I don't care. Anything else? 2 crossbowmen, sure. I think that's a good deal. 1, 2 crossbowmen. Last quest. Nope, not interested in that. Let's see if we made any sales during the night. 8,000. That's the worst of them, but yeah, whatever. Okay, and on this guy, he's got a full set of. Oh, apparently I'm supposed to bring these guys with me. Right, so we got 76, and here we need infantrymen the most. Okay. Just gonna take that down. But it's kind of a mix. Has a decent amount of ranged troops. He has a decent amount of infantry troops. It's just that he has more men avliatons than he has veteran infantrymen. Okay. So should I guess I should pop over a couple of I don't need 12 upgradable troops, do I? So I'll give him a few archers, like 5, so that we have the same amount of crossbowmen and archers. This, and then we need a couple of recruits for our influence hunt.
Yeah!
He's sporting this fur hat. It's fugly. Love it when they have only 1 recruit per position, because that makes me, you know, that means I have to stop and start and ride around a lot more. No one in here. Alright. No, I'm not the only one getting fed up hiring recruits like this way. It's quaint and cool and realistic, but it gets old. It's repetitive.
Whoa! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
I mean, they could just turn up the amount of larger groups. That wouldn't hurt. Here comes Schnausalat. Svetogost. That sounds kind of Rus. Kievan Rus. Svetogost. Like Viking Northmen, but from the east. They went to Miklagard to work as a Varangian guard. The bodyguard of the Byzantine Emperor. I like that name, Svetogost. Svetogost. And it's another beautiful morning in Calradia. Yeah, and obviously I can't remember what the other characters, what kind of quest they had in Poros, so... We'll just have to see. Equipment. Perfect. I'm very happy when I get equipment quests.
Go!
No recruits. Poros is one of the worst towns for recruiting. There are so few locations where you can get new recruits. Don't go there if you need a new army. Okay, I don't... Am I missing... Oh, wait. Oh, did I say... I might have no... Okay, yeah, I have some loot. Is it just that I'm missing a sickle? That could be it. Yep. Okay, you can buy a sickle from the weapon trader, weaponsmith. So now we're done. Yeah, and we're not gonna bother with any other quests or selling items until we have a full inventory. So great, that was 2 influence quests. We're already at 94 influence. That's how I like to see it. Okay, so now I'm starting to realize that the pattern would be like, I would probably be much better off just accepting a like headhunting for 29 or Echo of War for 29. Because it takes me such a huge amount to walk around on the map, getting that last 45 quest. Who's this guy? Yeah. It's Kayushaye. Yeah. I don't like... I disagree with your behavior, young man. Go away. So, you know, I might do this Echo War for 29 influence and don't run around the entire map just to get a 45 quest. Because it's starting to bore me. So let's pop back onto the other characters that now should have new recruitment quests available. So we try this out for a couple of days. We know that last maximum influence quest is quite hard to find. And it takes a long time. And it is hard to stumble over looters enough to make it worthwhile moving about. There's very little profit in... You know, I might even be able to kill enough looter armies on map in a high intensity area that I gain those extra 15 influence just by killing looters instead of running around the map. I certainly have an impression of that. And in my mind, you know, this is a very complicated design issue to observe and understand, because apparently, obviously, the developers are not going to run around like an idiot like I am on the map testing this out. But now when I tested it out, maybe they should make a certain influenced quest review sometime in the future. Although if you have 10, 15, 30 people in your clan, it's not going to be an issue. No one cares. You're going to have so much influence, you're swimming in it. Maximizing influence gain per day is a non-issue for 99% of the players of this mod, I suppose. It's a bad one, both for money and influence. This is a decent one, 3 infantry for 45. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just hope I have them. I do. Alright. Was that the last one? Was that the last quest? Did I'm up to 142 influence. Does it mean I'm free? Yay, hooray, I'm free. Yeah, I think we're done for the day, right? This guy. I'll grab a few recruits. And then I'll go to the tavern, check if all the quests are done. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Here I am complaining, whining, being salty.
Yeah!
All negative. Well, why not? Ooh. Stare recruits. With jeans. Blue jeans.
Yeah!
Colored clothes are expensive. How can these guys afford blue pants? Don't get it. Tavern. So, if you buy these Imperial Veteran Infantrymen, you'd have to pay 6,400 for two. That's 3,200 each, right? So remember that. You know you can just hire these guys and then go out to the guard commander and sell them for a profit. Excuse me. So I figured, oh, that's super expensive, 3,200 per soldier. Yeah, but if you sell them and next minute for profit. Oh no, another quest. Oh shoot. I thought we were done with at least one guy. Oh. So, same question. Do I chase more influence? Yeah, I'll think about that, right? Pop into the next guy and do his recruitment quest as well, because it ought to be 10 minutes since we tried him as well. I might actually change my entire strategy to do 245 influence quests, and the last one will just be any random, hopefully around 30, because it's so much easier. Okay, town surroundings. Time to chase 4 Battanian woodrunners. Is that it? Hey, yeah, we got 3 here. Only 1 more needed. It's a good start. Oh, look at this. So I guess Battanian woodrunners, they have a shield and throwing javelins. Never play with those. There we go. That costs us around 2,000 gold, which I think is worthwhile. Did what you asked me to. I'll grab that influence. We'll check the tavern. I think this was the last one, right? After all, we have almost 250 influence. So this guy should be done. He made it. He did 3 He did not! Oh, I only did 2. Yeah, but you know what? This guy needs to deliver influence to the clan hall. Otherwise you're gonna lose 10 overnight. And he's on his way down here to Koyas anyways. And he can pop by the Vlandians. So I don't feel too bad moving him south. Need to get back to the Sionica area after all. Guess the conclusion is don't try to level up a clan all on your lonesome. It's a group activity in the game. Makes sense, right? It's just that I don't have 30 Russian friends to play with, or 30 Turkish clanmates to invite. But what I'll do is, for my viewers' future benefit, is find my little Bannerlord document in the background, open it up, and proceed to procure my recruitment text, which I usually use on another character, but I'll make an exception. You see, this is pointless. There's not going to be anyone wanting to recruit. If I put in global chat, hello, hello, I have a tier 7 clan with barely no active members. I can offer you a bit of cash and a bit of starter gear. Do you want to join my clan and help me grind influence? It's not going to happen. Believe me. I've done it for months, weeks and months. And it's not only me. There's 5 other clans going to do the same. And probably one of them is going to be higher tier, but most of them are going to be higher tier and better clan bonuses. So why would they join my clan? Unless they like small, international, neutral clans. Could be an option, but it hasn't been so far. And then if I grab him, it's going to be a new player and he's going to quit playing tomorrow. Okay, same here. No 45 quests. We knew that. We didn't expect that to be a 45 quest available there. I would have been very surprised. Also, there's the official Battlelore Online Discord. They have a clan recruitment thread. It's filled with these super mega advanced mega clans Discord chats. They have designed pictures. They have long introductory recruitment text. But I doubt anyone reads them. But they're always being updated. So if I posted something there, it would be overwhelmed by 10 other ads in a couple of minutes. So it's highly competitive. So the scarcity in this game, which is interesting, is not money, it's not experience, it's not troop, it is active players. If you want a successful clan, you need to have active players. There's not going to be enough active players for all these clans. It's not going to be enough active players for all these castles and villages and towns to own. I am a bit interested to see how the developers will you know, arrange around the fact that the world of their game might not be filled with as many players as is needed to kind of drive the economy and the sieges and the control of the lands and creation of kingdoms, etc, etc. Of course, a lot of players going to return to the game once sieges get introduced. We don't know how many players have ever played this. I'd say thousands, maybe even tens of thousands. A couple of hundred are probably playing it currently. So it feels a bit shitty that I have 0 active players in the clan to help me, but I don't know why. I'm a bad recruiter. I'm an unpleasant man. That's it. No. Pen cannot is where we're going. I think I can grab this one. $12 and $11 upgradable of each category. Perfect. We got a mix, good mix. Whatever the guard commander wants to buy from us, we have it available. Perfect. Well, what you can do is you can offer to help new players grind bandit leaders outside Seonica. I tried that for a while, but it really didn't lead anywhere. I suspect there are a few English speakers in this game compared to other categories. So it's really better to be of one of the significant nationalities. or language groups, or whatever you want to call it. More waves. Yeah. The infantry not blocking the archers tactic, yeah, seems to be working very well. So if you're new to the series, I used to place the infantry right in front of the archers, and it seemed like they blocked them. Only took me forever to figure that one out. Another wave of looter joins. Right, what a hive's nest. Oh, hedgehog. Took like 5-6 arrows, poor guy. Okay, another wave coming up. So far, they haven't been able to hit me with their rocks much. That's a baby wave. Too bad. Much influence. We got 3 influence, so only 60 plus enemies eliminated. 74, so we were very close to 80, which had given us another influence point. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And we're overstacked. Get rid of a couple of trash items here. Pop into Pencannock, sell some trash items. Upgrade our archers, Imperial recruits, and infantrymen. Got 13 of each category. Great. Because this guy needs all of the troop types, right? Except for the Menlaviton. I guess he would need more range than infantry. Okay, so tavern first. Do we have any exciting news on the message board? Yay, Wayfarer. No, nothing interesting happening here. Go away. I think the Battanians are speaking sort of Scottish, Irish, English, don't you think? I'm not gonna do the accent, but they surely can't be speaking like regular, normal English. Artisan. Here you are. Buy my goods. Oops. And take the trash out. Stones and hammers I just get rid of. And there we go. Ooh, no. Okay, let's grab him. Nah. Sargot. Let's go Sargot. So now, if we're lucky, the Vlandian towns are gonna give us a 45 quest. And if not, Squeas, the Aserai culture town. That's my end goal, my terminus on my trek for today. Will contain a 45 quest. We'll see. But it's a pretty long ride just to visit 1, 2, 3 towns. And it really doesn't feel like you know, just finding random looters on the way to where you're going. I don't get to fight as much as I would want to. Sure, if you have low health, you might as well just ride along and heal, but it's definitely better to stay around an area where there is a large amount of stacks of troops that you can attack. So all in all, maybe this is not the most efficient way of doing business. I think you have to try it out for a couple of days before you make that conclusion, draw that conclusion. See, this is what we want. We want to stack right in our way. Just chase him down to Sargot. And why am I so slow? Yeah, it might be. You don't get a lot faster. You might go up from 2.3 to 2.6 speed, so it's not like you're super fast just because you drop half your army.
Go!
But you would catch the looters faster. You wouldn't chase them as long.
Die, you bastard!
I admit, I hit another guy, the one I was aiming for. What's happening here? They're already at my infantry line. Did I not position them well this time? Or is it that I have more infantry? I know, I should probably, you know, do some sort of fancy formation like this. See, but that doesn't work. You see, I made some sort of square for them, so they should bunch up a bit. I don't think they do, no. So like if you... The formation editor is borked currently. Not sure if that is a base game feature. Ooh, this is a big bunch of looters. We don't want them to reach our infantry line if we can avoid it. So try to hang out here in the back. Hello, come to me. Hello, it's me you want. Don't rush my infantry. Oh, they have a very erratic movement pattern. Oh, and they hit me. I can't get anything down here. I'm getting hit by rocks all the time. Come on, hit me. Attack me. Don't rush. That's a lot of red. Come here. Go for me. Oh, we lost 3 permanent deaths. It's pretty bad actually, 14 wounded. Three permanent deaths. That's a shame. That's the way it happens. and only one for 7 upgrades. So that was a bad trade. That was not a good combat. So you don't want to pull in 2 looter stacks at once, because you will lose more troops than you actually upgrade. So it's an economical loss. And don't get me started on getting 2 forest bandits or 2 sea raider stacks of 60. I don't care if you have a full. You'll lose troops. You lose money. It's not smart. It might be cool, but oh, I killed so many troops. Yeah, but what are your losses doing it? Tavern. This is an important one. Hopefully we'll get a 45 quest. No. Oh, we did. But it's a bandit oppressor that we can't do, because it's a group quest. So that sucks. So maybe we should go to Ortusha and try to sell off some troops before we head down to Quyas. Because we now have a lovely bunch of 31 troops to sell. So let's say we have 31 troops to sell. It'll take a while, but let's average that out for 4,500 each. You're looking at 140,000 income. I'm not saying profit, because it's income. You do have to pay for upgrades. I have paid for the recruits. I paid for the upgrades to get them here, and I will upgrade them my final time before I sell them. But there will be income of 140,000 for these guys. That's quite a number. Yeah, and of course I started with a bunch of them already upgradable today, so that's not today's income from doing this maneuver, grinding looters. Extremely hard to calculate an exact profit number from an hour's play in this game. I just estimate that it's a decent income. It's not probably super good or super bad, but you know, I'm making money. More than some, less than others. Keep it up. And now, since we didn't get a quest in Sargot, I'm assuming there's gonna be the Bandit Oppressor quest. That is 45. It has happened that they changed the rounds, but there seems to be a pattern that, yes, Bandit Oppressor 45 against some. We're a shit out of luck. But we still have Ortusha and Quyas. I have high hopes for Quyas. I can just feel it, we can get a 45 influence quest down there. If we don't, I think I'll drop this strategy and just aim to get 2, like I discussed earlier. This is just too much traveling time, too boring, not efficient enough. Because obviously it's super easy to find any around 30 influence quests. They are everywhere. And getting to the 2 first ones seems to be fairly easy. It's just this last third 45 influence quest. You have already selected and used up some of the categories. And you had the Bandit Oppressor being useless category, so yeah, it doesn't happen very often, and if it does, it takes a long time. Here we have a guy called Piotrfish. Alright. Piotrfish. Hello, Piotr. Piotr sounds Eastern European Russian to me. Fish sounds German and fishy. So that was a weird name. Peter Fish. Is that it? We have a guy called Krashos here from Legion Ortusha. Because we're bored, we will examine the Legion Ortusha. I think they are allied with the Poles, the Russians, the Spanish, the Russians, I don't know, Westmar Dominion, I don't know where they're from. Lithuania, Banu Quild, Banu, all the Banu clans, which I think are Arabic clans. Homus with Chromis, I don't know, Risen Manifest, I don't know. But the Spanish, the Russian, the Eastern Europeans and the Spanish are allied. I should ask around for a couple of these clans where they're from. Okay, so, and you can see their color scheme is black, red, white. It's not blue and white. So I'm a bit confused by the Legion Ortusha's bird, rose, swords, scales, French. It's just a mess of a banner, and it's blue and white. It doesn't fit with the general Southern Coalition color scheme. So yeah, that confuses me. I don't disapprove. I don't mind, but I had to check because I would have guessed, oh, those are it's called sturgeons, Vikings, Northmen, because they're blue and white. But they're not. They're Ortutians and they're Southerners and they're. I'm pretty sure they are protective of the Ortusia area. So that's why I don't want to fight around here. I just pass by, do my quests. They don't seem to mind that. Try to be friendly, say hello in local chat. Hello guys, hello lads. Don't attack me, don't declare war. Leave me alone. I don't want to fight you. What's this? Oh, Banu Quild. Don't declare war on me. So, if you're Arabic speaker, do you know what Banu means? I might actually Google that live here now. On my way to Ortusha. Banu and Arabic. Banu Arabic. The children of, it means. It means the children of. Alright. Children of something. Alright. So it is at least it is an Arabic word. I'm not saying they are Arabic clans. But it certainly is an Arabic word, and it makes sense, right? You have 3 clans, they're all called children of this and that and that. Tavern. Quest board. Exit. Enter. Load time.
Yeah!
Guard commander. Cell troops. Rinse. Repeat. Train infantryman. No, I don't want to do that. Crossbowman. It's pretty bad. It's bad. Yeah. I can't accept. I'm sorry. I can't accept that. You need to give me more money. Nope. So nothing there of value. Now, I mentioned this before, but I will repeat it, because I haven't said it today. The way I consider it is, I'm not walking around to talk to different guard commanders to sell troops. That's not what I'm doing here. If I manage to sell and upgrade and sell these troops, that's all fine. It's a bonus. But when I'm based at Zionica, basically doing bandit hideouts, I'm not leveling troops up. So I won't have, and I'll pop back and talk to the guard commander all the time here, right? So I get a steady supply of quests where I might make a lot of money from selling troops. So if I have moved around on the map and killed a lot of looters, have a lot of troops ready to upgrade and saved up in the settlement storage, I can sell troops then when I do the bandit hideouts. So this is kind of a preparation for the future, not something an immediate income. This is for influence, the maximum amount of influence, and I seem to be realizing that it's not the way to do it. Trying to get, if you have a different strategy, maybe you have a better route. I would love to know them in the comments and in the chat. Obviously, maybe you visit the Kusite culture. That's the only culture I never visit. The light blue Kusite horse archer Han Mongol culture. I never go over here, but I do visit one of each other town on this route that I have. And I do believe that each culture has 145 influence quest, and it's fairly persistent. Like if Sionica tells you Bandit Oppressor is 45, all the other Western Empire towns will have 45 Bandit Oppressor quests. So you just basically have to visit one town from each culture. There seems to be exceptions to this. So in my mind, I think it would be hard to do it in a better manner than what I'm doing, but I would love to be proven wrong regarding that. So please let me know, future viewers, how would you go about this? How do you do it? Now, what I don't quite understand is how come the Spanish are so cozied up with the Polish and Russians and Arabs. Maybe that's just the way things worked out at start when teams were drawn up, and I don't know. I actually don't see a lot of Spanish players. The Spanish coalition, I wonder where they hang out. I suspect they are a lot down here in the wildlands in the desert and doing just PvE boss grinding. Because you don't see a lot of Spanish coalition players on the map. Now when I think about it. Alright, come on. Last tavern, last quest board. And we get equipment 45. Yes! That's very nice. Perfect, actually. Because unless we sold, we did not sell recently. We have looter trash stuff. So we just have to pop into town. This is a pretty big town. So the artisan is... This will be painful to assault this town. You would have archers up there and there, fire on you while you're trying to get into the gate. So it has flanking towers, which is a very good thing to have on a medieval fortification. It has a double gate. It has murder holes, so you can throw rocks down this hole on people trying to smash this gate open. It doesn't have a moat, meaning like a ditch with water or sharpened stakes outside. No city has that. Maybe it's hard to create digitally, or maybe they don't know that it was a thing. Then once you breach the first city gate, you're at the second city wall, which does not have the proper flanking towers really. It doesn't have any gates, doors. That's stupid. And then you're in the main bazaar marketplace. Oh, I don't have quests. I need to wait an hour to get quests. Oh, well, yes. Right. But he's basically done, isn't he? So this is a little bit more than 2 hours, and we've been able to do one character, and the others two characters are almost done. If I had done easier quests, I would have been done with them. So basically you can do almost the maximum amount of influence, almost, in around 2 hours. And if it's not the weekend, and if you're not off work, like I am, you can do it after work in the evening. But 2 hours feels doable if you're into a grindy MMO like this is, and you're willing to put in, 2 hours. That's not too much. It's not unheard of. So I think we're getting there where I have a method. I mean, if you only play one character, it's a third of that time. That's not too much. So I think I'm starting to get to the point where I could almost make a recommendation or a tutorial video telling people that this is the most efficient way of getting the maximum amount of influence. If you do any 3 quests, it takes just a little time, but you don't get a lot. If you do the maximum, it's going to take too long. You should probably do a middle ground where you try to get a few maximum influence quests, and then just, I think that's the way to go. But we'll talk more about that tomorrow or another day. Okay, so I think I'm going to take a break here. I have a couple of stuff to do. So I hope you enjoyed the stream. It was okay. I found a couple of things out. You learn every time you play. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care, hydrate, stretch, and I'll see you in the next one.